Hi everyone, my name is Jen Antunes and welcome to my channel where I come on here to share with you my passion for all things beauty. So today I'm going to be sharing with you what my final thoughts are on the products that I have used up in the last few months. I believe the last Empties video I did was back in October, November. So these right here are all the products that I've used since then. I have to say, I actually have quite a bit of skincare products in here, I believe. Not so much makeup this time. I don't know, not being able to go anywhere really in the last few months. It's just not been doing a whole lot of makeup. But I will say my skin has been looking fabulous. Without further ado, let's get into what I have used up and what products I loved and what products I'm glad to say bye-bye. So as usual, I have separated all of my products into groups and I'm just gonna go from least to most. So I'm gonna start off with the Brazilian Bum Cream. Now I had gotten this in a set and I ended up giving the other cream away and I tried this one and I have to say I really did love the scent of it. It literally smelled like the beach. However, I was a little disappointed because I really didn't get a chance to really see how well this product worked out. Like I probably got like 3 uses out of this. The cream was very thick and as I said, I really did enjoy the scent. To be honest, I don't see what the big hoo-ha is over this. This is supposed to be visibly tightening the appearance of skin and I really didn't notice any difference with my skin tightening. But as I said, I really only got to use this a couple times, so I don't know. I'm not going to go and purchase the full size of this. It didn't impress me enough to go and see if it is worth it or not, so this is going to be a no for me. Another body cream that I ended up trying is the Availment CBD Nourishing Body Cream. This one I actually really did enjoy. The only thing is I felt like I went through it too fast. This jar literally only lasted me a couple weeks, at most a month. And it's just me applying it on my legs and on my arms. I mean, like I said, I really did enjoy it. I just didn't feel like it lasted long enough for me, especially for what the price of it is. So right now I'm working through a couple of body lotions that I've already purchased and one I got through Ipsy. But I am thinking of picking another one of these up because I really did enjoy this. It really did help keep my skin hydrated. And right now, that is desperately what it needs. And the 2 body lotions that I have right now, they really don't help with keeping my skin moisturized and hydrated. So yeah, I'm definitely going to probably pick up another one of these just to get me through the winter. This will be a yes! So last but not least, when it comes to Bath & Body products, is my Chivero 54 Natural Hold Hairspray. I have to say, I absolutely loved this hairspray. It really did hold my hair into place and it didn't give my hair like that crispy, you know when you put a whole lot of hairspray on and you get like that crispy feeling on your hair. This didn't do that. The only complaint I have with this is, I mean, do you see how small this is? This is a tiny little bottle. Now I do know they have bigger bottles available at Sephora and I believe at Ulta too. So I think I'm actually going to go and pick up one of those through them. This one I got through Avon. I just wanted to check it out, and being an Avon representative, I get it at a discounted rate. I mean, it did help me fall in love with this product, but this like is not going to last me. I use hairspray almost every day and yeah, I need a bigger bottle. So next we're going to talk about makeup. And as I said, I really don't have that many products. I got some primers and some liners. And then today I finished up my Bye Bye Pores pressed powder sample that I got either in my December or my January Ipsy bag. So I might as well just talk about this since I already have it open. And I have to say, I absolutely love this. I just love IT Cosmetics, the Bye Bye Pores. As you can see, I have the primer here too. And I am definitely going to go and pick up a full size of this because it just set my makeup beautifully, and it so helped keep my pores away. So even if I ended up having like a foundation that really didn't cover up my pores too well, this did the trick. Bye bye pores. For someone that struggles with having humongous pores, I am definitely going to go and pick up the full size of this. I am so grateful that Ipsy sent this to me because I didn't even realize they had this. I don't know why. The amount of times I've gone to Sephora and picked up my IT Cosmetics products, I just never noticed this. So I will definitely be picking this up next time I go to Sephora. So speaking of IT Cosmetics, I finished up my favorite primer, the Your Skin But Better Primer, oil-free. It's a makeup gripping base and a pore refiner and hydrator, and it's all-day grip technology. I especially loved using this in the summertime or when it was hot because it is oil-free and I have an oily T-zone. But actually, the last few weeks I ended up using this a lot because it is hydrating. It just feels so amazing on my skin, and it really does help minimize my pores, but it doesn't feel like a sticky, grippy, silicone-y type of primer like a lot of poreless primers are. This one feels more like a moisturizer or like a serum that you're putting on. So I'll definitely be replacing this. As I said, this is one of my favorite primers, and I have yet to find a primer that is just like this. Now, another pore primer that I tried was the Benefit Pore Professional, and I have to say this really did smooth out and like minimize my pores. However, this one was thicker, like you could feel it on your skin. Compared to my IT Cosmetics one, I would prefer this one over this. This is like a more like silicone-y type of primer. This is more of a hydrating primer. Especially with us it being winter and it's a dry time of year, I really wouldn't recommend using this. I don't think I'm going to pick up a full size of this. As I said, I felt that this one worked better. Basically, the appearance looked the same, but this was more hydrating to my skin, and it's oil free, so I can literally use this all year round and it not giving me any issues. Something like this, I basically would probably only feel comfortable using it in the fall and spring. I'll stick with my IT Cosmetics one. So the last primer I used up is my Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. This is actually what I got in my first BoxyCharm box back in May, and I just finally used it up. Now when I first got this, with the going into the summer and even into the fall, this worked perfectly fine. But I noticed as we got into the drier months of winter, this was not a good primer to use. That's why I was so happy to finally get rid of it and get it done, because I noticed that it was too drying on my eyelids and it was like making my eyeshadow brushes like skip. Was not a good look, and it just made applying eyeshadow harder, which that's not what an eyeshadow primer is supposed to do. For someone that has very oily eyelids, this may work for them. I will not be picking up another one of these. To be honest, I never heard of this brand until I got it in my BoxyCharm box. It's definitely not one of my favorite products I've gotten from BoxyCharm. Now on to my liners that I've used up. These two are my e.l.f. No Budge retractable liners. These are by far one of my favorite black eyeliners. I love using these liners for like when you're tight lining or when you apply on the waterline. These literally do not budge. Exactly how it says in the title, they do not budge. They are incredible. They are very similar to the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof, I believe it's called. Yeah, these are like pretty much the same thing. I actually keep both of them in my makeup collection at all times. Like, those two are like my go-to die-hard, ride or die, waterline eyeliners. I just love them. Now, another one that I actually have fallen in love with is the Urban Decay 24/7 liner. I had picked this up in the shade Corrupt, which is like a brown one. I just cannot believe how smooth this was. I was just like so blown away. So I will definitely be picking up more of these. I have to say I really enjoyed this shade, the Corrupt shade. It was like a very beautiful brown. I just love it. And I have to say, if I remember correctly, when I had picked this one up, they had a lot of different other shades. So I will be probably picking up quite a few of these. And last but not least is my ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF2. I loved using this with my nude lipsticks just to kind of give a little bit of a darker lip line. So I will definitely be picking up more of these. I'm actually almost out of the other ones that I had picked up with my ColourPop and Catrice full face video. So I'm definitely going to have to restock on these. These are probably going to end up being the only lip pencils I have in my makeup collection. I think I only have like one or two other brands right now, and once they're done, like, I'm not planning on repurchasing them. Like, I'm just going to stick with ColourPop Lippy Pencils. These are just absolutely incredible. Highly, highly recommend them, and they are super affordable. So next I'm going to move on to makeup removing products. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Makeup Forever Sense Eyes Waterproof Makeup Remover. So at the beginning of the year, I went and tried a whole bunch of drugstore version of eye makeup removers, just trying to find something that was affordable that could just remove my eye makeup. And everything I tried was either irritating my eyes, it was drying out my skin. It just, nothing was working. So then finally I decided to go to Sephora and spend a little money, and I saw this when I was browsing and figured I would give it a try. And I have to say, I really did enjoy this. And I would have picked up another one of these if the next product I'm going to talk about was not discovered. And that is the Avon True Color Moisturizing Eye Makeup Remover Lotion. Little did I know that the answer to my prayers was right under my nose. Of course, I could not believe how similar it was to the Makeup Forever one. Pretty much the only difference is the Makeup Forever one is blue and this is white. But other than that, they both made my skin around my eyes, they felt like more hydrated, like they didn't dry up, and they did not sting, they did not irritate my eyes. So I am definitely going to be using this to remove my waterproof makeup and my eye makeup. This just made it so much easier to remove my makeup. I just love this. Another thing I enjoyed and realized that helped remove my makeup was using a cleansing balm. So the first one I ended up using, I ended up grabbing a sampler of the Clean It Zero cleansing balm in the original, and I really did enjoy this. This just helped make removing any of my like long wearing, difficult makeup just so much easier to remove. Didn't irritate or dry out my skin. I am currently in the process of trying out another cleansing balm, and I like it, but it's not as good as this. And I want to try out another cleansing balm. And if that doesn't work out, then I'll probably definitely be going to pick out this one. This is like the one that they have to beat, because this is the best one that I have tried thus far. So this is going to be a maybe, depending if I find another just as good. See, the thing is, if I can find an amazing product as good as a name brand product, but if I can find a way to get it at a cheaper price, I'm going to go with the cheaper price. So we're going to see if I can find a drugstore version of this. If not, then I'm going to have to spend $1 and get the full-size version of this, because this was pretty incredible. And the last makeup removing product I got is my go-to, a new Hydrofusion cleansing micellar water. I believe I talked about this in my last Empties video, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I mean, I talk about it in all of my skincare videos. I absolutely love this. This is by far the best micellar water I've ever used. It's hydrating. It just makes my skin feel like, oh. I just love it. If you really want to see how I feel about it, go and check out my skincare videos, because I talk about this each and every single one of them. Now it's on to the last category, skincare. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the Wet n Wild Sleeping Lip Mask. I will say, at first I really did enjoy this. It really did help, it seemed like, to smoothing out my lips. However, I noticed over time, well, at least in the last few months, when I was using it, I noticed that like the corners of my mouth were getting really dry. And no matter how much of this I put on, it felt like it made it worse. I got in a lip mask in my Ipsy glam bag last month, and ever since I started using that, my lips have been absolutely incredible. So I'm definitely not going to be repurchasing this, because this obviously did not help matters. So this is going to be a no for me. Another product I got from Ipsy is the Even Prime Cleansing Gel. I actually just ended up using this up a couple nights ago, I believe. And I'll have to say, to me, it was just a typical gel cleanser. It really didn't wow me with anything. I won't be purchasing the full size of this. This is going to be a pass for me. I did try the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. This is for normal to dry skin. In the wintertime, you should be using a hydrating cleanser. And this just worked incredible. It is just lightweight, and it gets rid of all your impurities and dirt and dust. And it gives you a fresh, clean face without drying out your skin. And I know right now in the winter time, our skin is just like super dry. No matter what we're doing, it's just like sucking up all the moisture we give it. So using hydrating skincare products is highly, highly recommended right now to keep your skin hydrated, because dehydrated skin leads to signs of aging, like fine lines and wrinkles and uneven skin tone and all the things us ladies and men are trying to stay away from. So this is going to be a yes for me. I will be using this as my cleanser in the winter time. I have combination skin, so I have to switch it up in the summertime. But in the winter time, I will definitely be using this. So the next product I used up is the new Clinical Absolute Even Dark Circle Corrector. So I figured I would give this a try to see if it is as good or better than my new vitamin C brightening cream. For someone who has just a little bit, maybe, a couple nights of you didn't get enough sleep and you're starting to get a little bit of dark under eye circles, this would be great at fixing. But for someone who has hereditary dark under eye circles, the new vitamin C is your answer. So personally, I will not be using this, but I do recommend this probably for like the younger folks. I would think that this would be good for. For those of us getting up in age, the new vitamin C brightening cream is your answer. So my last new product I got is the new Hydrofusion replenishing serum. I actually used this up, I think it was in November. It was like maybe a week or two after I had taped my last Empties video. I did enjoy this. It was very hydrating to my skin and it helped replenish its hydration. However, I did find a serum that I prefer much more but this will definitely be a second choice. So if I can't get the next product I'm talking about, I would definitely get this. So the serum I was talking about, which if you watched my 2020 phase, you're not going to be surprised because it was my #1 2020 fave product, the Farsali Quench Moisture Replenishing Serum. This was by far my favorite product that I discovered in 2020. If you are someone that has very dry skin, or if you're someone right now struggling with very dry skin, you need to try this out. This just, your skin just feels like it's like just gulping in water. And now that I have used this for, I believe, 3 months now, I've been using this every day, and my skin has just been so soft and hydrated, and it's just, I strongly believe this is one of the reasons why I have been having such an amazing skin. This is it. This is the reason why. So I will definitely be continuing to use this. At the very least, this is going to be my go-to serum in the wintertime. And last, but definitely not least, another product that I believe is the reason why my skin has been looking incredible. It is the Physio Gel Daily Moisture Therapy Intensive Facial Cream. This is for very dry and sensitive skin, it says, but anyone can use this. And the reason why I believe that this is helping my skin is because it is designed to help build my skin's moisture barrier. So it's basically making sure my skin's barrier is staying intact, so that way any moisture that I apply is going to stay locked in and nothing is going to come out. So it's just going to be all nice and moisturized. I apply this every night. I can't wait until my new bottle comes back in, because I'm telling you, this combination right here is the reason why my skin has been so hydrated and just looking so plump and gorgeous. This combination right here. Well, that is all I got for you today. I hope you learned a few things and you enjoyed this video. If so, you can let me know by clicking that like button down below. And as always, if you have not done so already, I welcome you to click that subscribe button and notification bell down below. That way you're notified each time I upload a new video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, remember, be kind to yourself and to others. Bye.